Well, I wanted to play a fighting game, for instance Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter 2, but sadly my Super Nintendo recently broke, so I have the Sega Mega Drive plugged in, and that's not really a downgrade in my opinion. You've got classics. I have classics. I have Altered Beast, Kid Chameleon, one of my favourites, Road Rash 3, a classic game, Bonanza Brothers. We have a stinker here. We're not going to really mention that one, actually. That can go in the bin. But Sonic the Hedgehog, of course. Like, how can you hate Sonic the Hedgehog? But what other game do I have? I have Dragon. Now, this game I have a weird history with, and it enticed me in because it's not just Dragon, it's Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. The Bruce Lee story. Not anyone's story, not Batman's story, not Pony's story, no. The Bruce Lee story. And if you don't know who Bruce Lee is, then you're living under a rock. He might not be alive anymore, unfortunately, but the man was a legend. He could beat people up with just an inch, like 1 inch punch them. He could knock them out with just 1 inch. He could choke you with his pinky, and if you broke that pinky, he would later then do handstands with that pinky. He could fly, he could breathe fire, he could spit on your face and have your face melt. Yeah, he was a legend. He was a living, breathing superhero, or super villain to some people. He was just astonishing, man. So I picked this game up. I haven't played this in quite some time, so my memory might be serving me wrong, but it doesn't really portray Bruce Lee like how he was in reality. Just a legend. In fact, it kind of spits in the face of the Bruce Lee name, does this. Now, on a system with classics, I mean, we've mentioned them. I have a few other ones, like Road Rash 2 as well, which is just Road Rash 1, but better, I guess. But still, I think we need to give this game a shot, because it's been ages since I've played it. It's a fighting game, and I feel in the mood to play a fighting game. So, here we go. Here's Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, for the Sega Mega Drive. Let's go. To me, that doesn't even look like Bruce Lee. That could be any old Asian action movie actor. Lantern Festival 1961. I want to dance with her. This one is mine. Get one of your own. She is one of my own. Oh, and I guess that's it. Thrilling plotline. Okay, so firstly, what sort of dance hall or whatever this is has huge-ass fish flying around? It looks ridiculous. Plus, the guy on stage is just stood chill with his guitar whilst Bruce Lee is fighting. Run, man! He's gonna destruct this building! He's Bruce Lee! God. Well, actually, I'm not even sure if it is Bruce Lee. Sure as hell doesn't seem like it. He's having his ass handed to him. Seriously, you can't do anything to stop this sailor. This is supposed to be the guy who defeated Chuck Norris, yet he can't even take down a freaking sailor. What the hell, man? Well, there's my first life lost. I'm starting to remember why I hated this game. The trauma's coming back. You feel like you're playing as Jaden Smith's Karate Kid, not Bruce Lee. This is level 1. I'm meant to be the almighty force himself, but instead I'm just a lousy mess. And don't try and make it like I'm a bad player, because yeah, maybe that's the case, but I'm playing as Bruce Lee. My power should be immense. It should be impossible to defeat me, but it's not. I'm just some average Asian Joe. Oh, what is going on here? I don't understand how he can consistently keep dodging the world's fastest and best kicker of all time. He's a genius. Another loss. You all know what that means. By the power of Bruce Lee! When push comes to shove, you use the Sega Mega Drive arcade power stick. Let's go. Wait, what the hell is this? Who's this supposed to be? It looks like those enemies from Shinobi 3. Well, I died. What did you expect from imitation Bruce Lee? Well, here we go again, and yeah, the stick does seem to be faring me a little better, but it's still ridiculously hard for level 1 in a Bruce Lee game. Almost done it. Yes, finally. And you earned that scream, Bruce Lee. Well, if I can even call you that, but you still earned it. Finally done with that level. Let's see what cheesy dialogue's up now. San Francisco 1961. These are the best bits. Hey, my name is April. Get away from that girl. Why? That's it. Well, finally at the second level. Some random chef with meat cleavers, but what hope do I have when I couldn't even defeat a sailor? I'm useless, man. Bruce Lee. He's useless in this game. Eventually, when you kick his ass to such a degree, almost like Bruce Lee, he goes outside, and Bruce Lee, imitation Bruce Lee, chases after him. And now the scene has changed, which is actually pretty cool to this game, to be honest. Wait, what? You're adding another guy to the mix? How am I meant to take on two of them? This stupid, any old action movie actor, whatever, whoever he is, he's not Bruce Lee. He can't even take on one of them. So how am I meant to take over two of them? When one of them's got full health and one's got half health, I am screwed. After a million attempts, I don't know what to do but to give up. No, don't worry, I'm not going to be fully quitting, but I'm going to do the unthinkable and lower the difficulty settings. Which I should have to do, as I'm playing as Bruce Lee. But come on. I'm interested in this game. It's a Bruce Lee game. I want to see the rest of it, but it's just impossible. It's an impossible game. They made it way too hard for no reason. And it slapped the Bruce Lee name on there. It's an insult. It's an insult. He would be turning in his grave if he saw his performance on this mess. So here we go. Normal, easy, and piece of cake. Alright, that's what I need. And it should be a piece of cake for Bruce Lee. But I guess we'll just go with it and see what happens. Hopefully now I can finally see some new levels. Well, I'm back to where we were, because the first one wasn't actually that hard, so I guess this piece of cake thing really is working. As you can see, I've not even lost a lot of health from being on this level, so yeah, it really is a piece of cake. Now I'm starting to regret what I've said. I've already died once now, and redoing it, I'm losing a lot of health. It still isn't a piece of cake. It feels like I've not even changed the difficulty. I feel like I just got lucky before, but now it really is difficult. Yeah, it was wishful thinking, wasn't it, changing the difficulty down on a game like this. Well, that was my last life, so I gotta fight that weird ninja thing. There's never any luck fighting this guy, is there? Look, I tried. I lowered the setting. I wanted to see the rest of the game, but it's still stupidly difficult. It's still stupidly... I really wanted to like this game. I really, really wanted to like this game. I remembered hating it, but I wasn't sure if it was just an irrational hate or anything like that. But no, I get it. This game is brutally difficult for what it is. Even on piece of cake difficulty, it's still hard. What the hell? I wouldn't mind in any other game, but just the fact that they slap the Bruce Lee name on there is such an insult to the man. He trained his tits off to get where he was in martial arts and strength and fighting. He was a god. He was one of my childhood heroes. I remember watching all his movies. Big Boss, Fist of Fury, Game of Death, Enter the Dragon. What is this? It's an insult. It really is. I remember as a kid seeing this man do 1-inch punches and breaking boards with like his fingers and using nunchucks to play ping pong. But here he can't even fight an average sailor. He can't even fight a freaking chef. And I kind of get two of them. I kind of get not being able to fight two chefs, but one chef. And he's Bruce Lee, actually. I don't get it. He could take out 50 people. I've seen him take out a whole nation. I don't get it. I really don't get it, man. At all. And this thing here, this arcade power stick, usually helps. Really, usually helps. But it didn't in this case, did it? It just made it worse, if anything. Is this even Bruce Lee? Is it even Bruce Lee? Is it? I'm sorry about the camera moving. I'm just... Dragon. Bruce... Story, 1993 film, that was after his... What is this? This isn't even Bruce Lee. All this time, I've been wondering why it's been hard to beat anyone up. You're not even technically playing as the real Bruce Lee. Look at it. Who is this guy? You're not even playing as the real Bruce Lee. No wonder it's hard to take on average people. Imitation Bruce Lee. Why? Do I recommend this game? Do I really recommend this game? No, I don't recommend this game. I don't know what other Bruce Lee games there is out there. But this game here, Dragon, a Bruce Lee story, it's not good. It's not good in any sense of the word. Graphics are pathetic, the music's just generic Chinese music. Yeah, you're not even playing as Bruce Lee. Doesn't even look like him. I just want to dream of a better game.